Okay, hi everybody. We're just going to get started now. So, my name is Julia, and I am a second year student in the Bachelor of Education course in Dublin City University. um, in today's information session, I'm going to give you quite a generous insight into how the course runs um, and just the course itself. So, I've typed this into the chat, but if at any point, if you have any questions, you can type them in and I will do my best to answer them at the end of the presentation. So just a little bit of brief information about the course. So the BEd programme is 4 years long and it will prepare you and give you the qualification to be a primary school teacher, and you will finish with a level 8 degree. So once you've completed the course, you are qualified to teach across all schools in Ireland. So that includes like Catholic schools, Protestant schools, Educate Together, STEM schools, special needs schools, etc. And you are also qualified to teach from junior infants all the way up to 6th class. So just a bit of information about our campus. So the Bachelor of Education course is located on St. Patrick's campus, alongside most of the Institute of Education courses. So St. Patrick's campus is actually the largest primary teacher training college, and it is located in Drumcondra on the northern side of Dublin. So St. Patrick's campus has so many incredible facilities, and you'll find them really, really helpful throughout your time studying in DCU. So there's the library, you have a help centre, a gym, a cafeteria, and so much more. And just while we're at that, I'd really recommend that you come up and you visit the campus at our upcoming open day in spring. It's due to take place in April, and that'll just give you a really good insight into what the campus is actually like, and you'll really get to see all of the teaching facilities that DCU has to offer. At that, also, if you are a DCU student, you are actually able to use the facilities across all campuses, not just St. Patrick's campus. So that includes the Glasnevin campus, the All Hallows campus, and St. Patrick's campus as well. So there are two main routes that you can take to become a primary school teacher. The first one is your BEd course, which is an undergraduate degree, and it is 4 years long. So that's the course that I'll be speaking about today. And there's also the PMEP, which is the postgraduate course, and that is a 2 year long programme. The difference is that you require to have an undergraduate degree already completed, and you'll have to do an interview and an Irish TEG exam. For the BEd undergraduate course, there are some entry requirements like the H4 in Irish, and the points will vary from year to year. But if you look at study clicks, that'll give you a better insight into what the entry requirements are. So just a bit more information about the course. So it's a 4 year long programme, and the BEd is recognised internationally. So once you are qualified, you can teach not only in Ireland, but abroad in many other countries. And it is a Teaching Council accredited course. So to teach in Ireland, you require a Teaching Council number. So once you've completed your degree, you will be given one. Something that really stands out about the DCU Bachelor of Education course is the specialism. So a specialism is you get to pick a subject of your choice in second year and you specialise in it, so you get a really good foundation of knowledge in that subject and it will come up on your degree. DCU is actually the only college in Ireland to offer the specialism, and although it's way down the line, once you are a qualified teacher and you're looking for jobs and interviews, your specialism is something that'll really make you stand out amongst other applicants. And yeah, it's a really good thing to have. I've chosen to specialise in literacy and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's all about reading and writing, and yeah, it just gives you a really, really good foundation and understanding of the subject. Another thing is Erasmus. So Erasmus is an opportunity for you to study abroad. It's completely optional, but in semester 2 of third year, there is an opportunity to study in one of DCU's many partnering universities. And again, it's just a really, really good experience that you will be able to obtain. So in this chart here, you can see the different components that will make up the course. So the BEd course is split into four kind of key sections. So in the blue, you see education. So education is the time that you spend in college. It's your contact time. It's where you're learning all your material. So that includes like your lectures, your seminars. So that is the time that you spend on campus in college. In the orange here, you see school placement. I'll speak a little bit more about school placement later on, but your school placement is the time that you will spend in a variety of different schools across Ireland, and it's where you really get to put your learning into practice, and you will get to like try teaching, and you will build your way up to like teaching more and more lessons every year. In white, you have the elective areas. So they are your modules and your specialism that I was talking about earlier. And last but not least, you have your Gaeltacht. So to become a primary school teacher, you have to spend at least 4 weeks in a Gaeltacht area, Gaeltacht region. So that is split up into 2 blocks of 2 weeks. So you will spend 2 weeks at the end of first year and 2 weeks at the end of second year in a Gaeltacht region. So core education. These are just some of the many, many subjects that you get to take part in and learn and study during your time in the Bachelor of Education course. So you have literacy, mathematics education, physical education, visual arts, music and drama. You have science, history, geography, digital learning, assessment, special education, Gaeilge, early childhood education, sociology, psychology, philosophy, social inclusion, and so much more. So these modules you'll take part in, and you will learn about the content. So you'll learn, like say in geography, you'll study the content that you will be teaching, but you'll also be learning about how to teach the subject on top of that. So school and professional placement. So your placement is the time that you will get to spend working in different types of schools across Ireland, and you will get to observe and work alongside qualified teachers. I think school placement is a really, really valuable time, and it's definitely where you learn so much. And for me, it's definitely the most enjoyable part of the course, and it's really like everything clicks and you get to put everything into practice. So you slowly start to build up how much placement you are doing. So in your first year, you do 4 weeks, as well as in second year, you have 4 weeks, and you might teach 2 or 3 lessons a day. Then in third year, you build your way up and you're teaching 12 for 12 weeks across 3 different schools. And in fourth year, you have 10 weeks of placement. So the routes and the pathways within the program. So there's 4 kind of pathways and routes that you can take to get into the course. As you can see, they have a code. So DC002 is the code and the route that you will take. So you have your general entry route, which is DC002. You have DC003, which is a restricted entry route, and you can only apply to that if you live in a Gaeltacht region. You have DC004, and that is also a restricted entry route. So you can apply for this route if you are a member of the Church of Ireland, Methodist, Anglican, or Presbyterian religion. And you have DC005, which is a restricted entry route for ISL students. So just to kind of finish up this presentation, I'm going to talk a little bit about why choose DCU. So DCU is open to all students. It's so incredibly diverse, and that's something that I really, really like about the college, and it's something really, really valuable. DCU is recognised as a centre of excellence in all areas of the primary teaching, and that kind of gives you like a feeling of assurance, knowing that you will receive the highest standard of education that you possibly could in subjects such as literacy and science and maths, digital learning, etc. DCU is incredibly student centred and there is a really good staff and student relationship. I personally find the staff to be really, really helpful and they really want you to achieve all of your goals. Um, the specialism, which I was speaking about earlier, is another reason why you might want to choose DCU because, again, it's the only college in all of Ireland that offers the specialism and it'll really make you stand out. You can apply for an Erasmus and study abroad, which is also an incredible opportunity. And last but not least, DCU has an incredibly friendly campus, and that's something you'll really see if you ever come up to the campus and visit. That's the end of my presentation. I don't see any questions at the minute. I'll just give it a few seconds to see if anyone has anything. So, is there any way to become a primary school teacher without having a H4 in Irish? So, you couldn't apply for a route like the primary school teaching route directly, but there are other ways to become a primary school teacher. I'd recommend that if you check out the CAO hub or if you email student help at dcu.ie, they'll be able to kind of guide you towards that. Is it possible to study in the US on Erasmus? As far as I'm aware, there is partnering universities in the US. The university that you are assigned to will depend on your specialism. So that's something that you'll see once you choose your specialism, but it is an option. Do all students who apply get a place on the Erasmus programme, and in what year do you go on Erasmus? So there are limited spaces for Erasmus. If you cannot, everybody will be able to go. You need to get a 2-1 grade, and that's kind of the only entry requirement. And what year do you go on Erasmus? So you go on Erasmus in third year in semester 2. So you have placement all of semester 1. And then for semester 2, you can do your Erasmus. Okay, so I think that's everything. That's all of the questions. Oh, sorry, there's another one coming in there. Regarding accommodation, do all first years get a place? So if you look at the DCU accommodation website, that'll give you more information about accommodation. Accommodation is offered on it's a lottery program. So once it's open for you to apply, you can put your details in, and yeah, it's a lottery program. So you're not guaranteed a space. Okay, I think that's all of the questions. So that is the end of this talk. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm wishing you the very, very best of luck and hope to see you in DCU soon.